Hi, thanks for watching. My name is Rick Perry. I was shooting a video for my website, rickcperry.com, for the Pro Audio Development weblog. I had a request to do a full walkthrough of the sound system, and I don't really want to name the church, but if you know me, you know where it is. Anyway, so here we have the Yamaha M7CL48 console, version 3, and I'm going to try to list these things in order. And down here is our CD player and our wireless microphones for the pastor, and old cassette deck in case we have to do any dubbing. Yeah, what's a cassette? So on the console we have the digital out cards that goes over here to this Mac, which goes to Pro Tools 8, and those are the services that are recorded for the webcast. That way we can do a mix down on it. So anyway, that's front of house. Next I'm going to take you behind stage and show you the monitor console. Okay, here we are at the monitor console, or monitor world. I want to show you we've got a Mackie TT24, which gives us 24 analog layers. Excuse me, 24 analog channels on the analog layer, and then on a digital layer we use 8 inputs from a PreSonus mic pre. The reason I've done it that way is so I can mirror the front of house. We only run 32 channels on front of house. The other channels are for like the pastor and whatnot. So there's the 32 channels. Down here you got the Aviom A16T splitter, and then the hub. And that goes to our Aviom systems. Then below that's our in-ear personal monitor systems. This gives us 8 packs because I run each one mono, panned left, panned right. So you've got like mix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then one of our guitar players gets a stereo mix, just because, you know, we're just messing around. And there's where the main shebang splits in. We never really disconnect these, but it's there. Okay, and then over here we've got our whiteboard. This tells us who's on what mix, what microphone, and who it is. And hanging up here is our input list, and whatever's circled is our current patch. So I've got a universal input list that you just circle which way you patch the system in, so you know which one, or which way the system's patched in. Okay, that's it behind stage here at Monitor World. Now let's go to the amp room. Okay, now we're in the amp room. I'm going to start at the processors. We've got the Ashley 4.24 processors, 3 of them, because we run separate, how you say, adjustments, time delays, EQs for each cabinet. So anyway, this here runs like the tops. You've got like your woofer tweeter, woofer tweeter, woofer tweeter, woofer tweeter, woofer tweeter, center, 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 side fills. Down here this gives our atrium TVs and mixes, and then our sub-sends. Okay, now down here is our wedge monitor channels. We don't do a whole lot with them, just bring it out a little bit. Pretty much just flat, runs pretty good. And then this is our patch bay for the monitors. Now over here is our patch bay for our stage inputs and front of house. This is a standard. We also have the input list listed right here inside the amp room in case we ever need to do any patching. And then there's our wireless microphone transmitters. Some of these mics went bad, so I blocked them off. Then up here is the microphone distribution amplifier, which goes up to some paddles up on the stage. Okay, now backing up here, up at the very top here, this is where you'll find one of our wedge monitor amps. Then that's one mix 1 and 2, 3 and 4 for our wedge mixes. This is our 70 volt distribution amp. And then starting from the top here, you can see it's right side, right cabinet. Channel 1 and 2 on the amp would be, you know, the horn or the mid high and then the low frequency. So each amp is split up from low frequency to mid high. So even though these are Crown 2400s, it doesn't mean we're using full power on all these amps. So you got the right side right cabinet, right side left cabinet, center cluster right cabinet, center cluster center cabinet, center cluster left cabinet, left side right cabinet, left side left cabinet, downfills, which will be left, right, and center. Then we've got side fill A and B. I'll show you those in a minute. And then 3 Crown 2400s running in stereo on the subs. Now I say stereo, it's a mono signal, but due to the ohm load, I don't have the amps bridged. We've got a dual 18 cabinet on each side of this amp. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 18s on 3 amps. So the amps I think are running at like 1600 watts, something like that. I can get a little more wattage out of them if I bridge them, but then I'd have to take it to 8 ohms and then I just lose it, just defeat the purpose. So I just leave them like it is. There's plenty of bass, trust me. Okay, so there's the amp room. Next thing we'll do is we'll go look at the drivers, the cabinets.